Welcome everybody to a look at a new Radiance Films release. So we've had the box set from them, and now we also have a single disc release in the form of A Moment of Romance from 1990. So this is directed by Benny Chan, who's the only other film I've seen from him is Invisible Target, but I was really rather impressed by that, so I had high hopes for this film. And yeah, it's an action romance clocking in at 93 minutes long. Stars Andy Lau, who this is the ninth film I've now seen him from, but he was most well known for films like Infernal Affairs and House of Flying Daggers. And yeah, it's about during a bank heist, getaway driver War takes a young woman, Jojo, hostage. After preventing his accomplices from killing her, they begin a forbidden relationship that causes mayhem and chaos for their friends and family. So, yeah, this is a highly stylized but not shallow mix of the genres that it mixes. And yeah, while it has a great pair of leads and an enjoyable score and soundtrack, the action scenes are also extremely bloody and well done. The pacing is solid. The cinematography is on point, especially when it shows off Hong Kong in its neon lit best manner. And the supporting cast is really good. It is engrossing throughout, and the plot lives up to its title as, yeah, it is a moment of romance. There is no longevity to this romance. No real spoilers in that regard, I guess, if you know what this kind of film is. So, yeah, it's also got this artwork on the back, which again I also really rather like. And yeah, you get the typical little bit of card paper that comes over it with all the details on. And yeah, you get a booklet with it, which is, I believe, 28 pages. It doesn't actually, yeah, 28-page booklet. And there's the, what's going on with my hair today? There's the disc itself. So yeah, this is rated at 18, which kind of says it all about how bloody and violent the film is. And there is the reversible artwork, which I don't actually like as much as the new artwork, to be honest, but there we go. Can't please everybody, I guess. It's not often that I hate hate one artwork over the other, and I don't hate the original artwork by any means. It's just not as good as the new one. And yeah, the booklet itself. There we go. So yeah, in the contents, you got your cast and your crew. You got Beyond Romance, Andy Lau and Jacqueline Wu in the 90s, from 2023 by Shaul Gilman. And then you got The Missing Author in A Moment of Romance from 2023 by Tony Williams. And then you got the transfer notes and the credits. So again, you do have shots from the film in there. A couple of really rather spectacular explosions in this film, which are really rather nicely shot. And yeah, this was scanned and restored in 4K from the original camera negative. An additional colour correction was performed by Radiance Films in 2023, and the original mono soundtrack was restored by Radiance Films also in 2023. So again, like with the comedy box set from Italy, they've put in a fair decent amount of effort into the restoration of this film. And yeah, you also get a whole host of extras on the disc. So you get In Love and Danger, Hong Kong Cinema Through a Moment of Romance, a new visual essay by critic and Asian cinema expert David Desser, audio commentary by Asian cinema expert Frank Yang, newly translated English subtitles by Dylan Chung, trailer, and the newly commissioned artwork and the booklet as well. So yeah, overall a very, very impressive film. As good as Invisible Target, if not better, especially in terms of its characterization. So yeah, highly recommend this, especially if you're into your kind of Hong Kong action films, but this is obviously slightly different in that it's got a really good element in terms of romance. It's not a element that is, you know, glossed over or is only a slight part of the plot. It's ingrained through the plot, just like the action scenes are, just like Hong Kong is as well in terms of the way it looks and how it's used. So yeah, it's an excellent film, 4.5 out of 5. Well worth watching. I need to watch more Benny Chan films, quite frankly, because Benny Chan, even not Benny Chang, Benny Chan films, because yeah, this was an excellent effort overall, and yeah, he's now 2 for 2 as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, definitely going to seek out more from him. This is actually, I think, the first Hong Kong release from Radiance Films. Obviously, we've had a lot of them from Eureka in the past year or so, with the Girls with Guns films, and there's even more from them to come in the future. So yeah, but great regardless. And yeah, it's not quite as action heavy as, you know, those Girls with Guns films, but the action is there, and when it's there, it is bloody, and it makes sense, and it's there, and it's integral to the plot, and it drives the plot, and yeah, it's just an overall excellent film. So yeah, if you've seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But if you haven't, and you've seen other Benny Chan films, or you've seen the Andy Lau films, and this is still not something you've seen, then, and you've enjoyed films from both of those before, then yeah, this is highly recommended in that regard. So yeah, nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.